I'm sure you've been hearing the word a lot nowadays, a toolkit. You must have also heard about the January 26 Republic Day tractor rally violence that engulfed the capital. The entire nation was shocked and taken aback when this happened. Was the country expecting it? No. I'll tell you why. It is because the lawyers representing the farmer leaders and organizations in the cases which are ongoing in the Supreme Court with respect to the farmers' protests had assured the court that the tractor rally will follow a specific path and that none of the vehicles will deviate from the plan. So in effect, there were specific routes that were required to be taken by the farmers who took part in the tractor rally. So how does a toolkit find place amid all this? On February 3, Greta Thunberg, a global climate activist, tweeted a toolkit captioning, "Here's a toolkit if you want to stand with the hashtag #StandWithFarmers." This tweet, however, was deleted and replaced by another toolkit in which it was stated that the one shared in this tweet was an updated toolkit. So what really is this toolkit about? Toolkit basically is a digital equivalent of pamphlets or brochures devised to achieve a particular goal by following a defined action plan. In this case, the toolkit was an elaborated piece on mobilizing farmers across India for a particular goal, which remains debatable. Many believe and have claimed that it was clear that the mistake of making the toolkit public inadvertently forced the creators of the document to quickly edit it and put out a watered-down version which removed all references to the January 26 mayhem. Several international celebrities and activists, including American pop singer Rihanna and Swedish climate activist Greta Thunberg, had tweeted about the farmers' protest in India. But it has been claimed that even the very tweet that Rihanna posted in favor of the farmers was scripted for her, along with the article and the hashtags she attached to her tweet. Have a look at the shot of the alleged toolkit. So what really followed from here? On February 4, Delhi police filed an FIR against unnamed persons in connection with a toolkit shared by Greta Thunberg. Statements released by the Delhi police officials assert that the toolkit was created by pro-Khalistani organization Poetic Justice Foundation and people associated with it. Websites and entities based in the UK, Germany and India were suspected. On February 8, Delhi police identified 3 names associated with the creation of the toolkit. Disha Ravi, a 21-year-old based in Bangalore, Nikita Jacobs, a lawyer based in Bombay, and Shantanu Muluk, an engineer by profession. Following this, on February 9, there was an issuance of search warrants against Nikita Jacobs, after which the special cell of Delhi police reached Mumbai and conducted a search of Nikita Jacobs' residence, examining her electronic gadgets and premises. Disha Ravi was also arrested from her residence in Bangalore and brought to Delhi. A case was lodged under IPC section 124A, sedition, 153A, promoting enmity among different groups, and 120B, criminal conspiracy. On February 14, investigating officer moved an application seeking 7 days of police custody for Ravi. The duty magistrate granted 5 days, directing to produce the accused on February 19, 2021. However, the National Commission for Women took suo motu cognizance over the arrest of Disha Ravi. The letter alleged violation of Article 22 of the accused and demanded Delhi police to furnish a copy of the FIR and the reasons for allegedly not producing the arrestee before the local court for transit remand. Also, reasons for not providing lawyer to the arrestee and detailed action taken in the reported matter. February 16, the Delhi court directed Delhi police to hand over the FIR copy, arrest memo and remand paper to the accused and further directed to provide her with warm clothes, masks and books. Chief MM Mr. Pankaj Sharma also allowed Ravi to speak with her family members over the phone for 15 minutes and meet her lawyer for 30 minutes a day while being in police custody. On February 16 and 17, Bombay High Court granted anticipatory bail to Muluk for 10 days and to Jacobs for 3 weeks respectively. So what are the assertions made by the Delhi police? The Delhi police has claimed that prior action, physical action, disruption of India's cultural heritage and attack on Indian embassies was clearly mentioned in the toolkit shared by Greta, which then linked the series on the incidents that took place in Delhi. Indicate implementation in a copycat manner and further suggests a calculated attempt to malign the nation's reputation at an international forum. The email account created by Shantanu Muluk is the owner of the document, while all others are its editors. A woman named Puneet, based in Canada, connected all the alleged members with the Poetic Justice Foundation and through them created Google Toolkit document titled Global Farmer Strike and Global Day of Action 26 January. It is also claimed that on 11 January, Ms. Jacobs and Mr. Muluk attended a Google meeting conducted by Poetic Justice Foundation, pursuant to which the alleged seditious documents were created.